Okay, welcome back, everybody. Of course, this is Dr. McNally, and I'm going to continue to talk about project-based learning. So this is an incredibly passionate topic for me because it's changing students' lives. It's really changing all of our lives because it gets us involved in learning more about our community, our neighborhoods, the people in our neighborhoods, and the world at large because it gives us that motivation and focus to find out more about what's going on. And that's really important when we as educators or teachers want to really inspire the young folk around us into wanting to learn more. So you've heard me say that questions are a part of that learning experience, and it's getting students to start asking questions. And of course, the first question that I asked is, why is the sky blue? And I do that more metaphorically than I do for anything else, because at this point, I think we do know. I think everybody else except me knows why the sky is blue, and that's okay. But more importantly, it gets us focused on wanting to learn more. So if we have a question, we want to find the answer to it. And so last time I talked about Timmy, and Timmy's experience was rather unique. He saw people on the street corners and he wanted to know more about what that was all about. He finally was mature enough to ask the question, say, hey, this is really strange. What's going on? Today, I want to talk about Tammy. And so, Tammy's a 13-year-old girl, and she noticed that there was a lot of residential and commercial building projects going on in her neighborhood, in her city. And as such, the first thing, of course, she knew was that the natural ecosystem was being taken away. Trees and animals, they were just disappearing. And so that was really a concern for her because she liked to fish. And every once in a while, she'd go out and on the canoe and do all kind of stuff in the outdoors. That was just her life. And the amount of outdoor space that she got to play in was getting less and less. And so she said this in her head, she said, well, this can't be right because all kind of animals use this space to live in and we're taking it away from them. So she asked her teacher, and her teacher kind of framed that around and said, hey, this is probably a good thing for us to think about and to do a bit more research on. So that actually became her PBL research project, was to really understand how the changes, how the residential and commercial projects were changing the ecosystem in her neighborhood. And so that was a really good thing for her. So that changed her life, actually. And we're going to take a look at that. I've kind of already probed into that a little bit in my blogs and articles here on LinkedIn. And so we're going to take a deeper look as to how she learned more about how the ecosystems work and what was going on with the animals, the wildlife in her neighborhood. And so once again, PBL is bringing students back to a place where they're wanting to learn more, and they're actually taking the initiative to do just that, to learn more. So please stay tuned. There's a lot more to this journey, and I appreciate your time. Take care.